Hello and welcome to an introduction to the CPHQ exam and the preparatory course. My name is Inji and it's my pleasure to have you in this short tour about all the information regarding this certificate. First of all, I have to say that this course and this video is not affiliated by any means with the NAHQ and it's only related to drng.com website. So today's agenda will include the following. First, I will have a short hint about who we are, what we have accomplished, and what are our future plans. And then we will talk about the exam, everything regarding why is the exam important, what is the value of taking the exam, am I eligible to take the exam or not, what are the main domains of this exam, how much I have to pay, and every other detail that you may have in mind. Then we will discuss the different types of courses that we have, the CPHQ preparatory courses, the material you need to study, the plan, and all the types of the courses, and then how to reach to us if you want to have any question to be answered, or you have comments regarding this certificate. You're welcome to contact us through different communication channels. So first, let's talk about us. So my name is Inji and I started my career in healthcare quality management since early 2019 when I decided to have my diploma in total quality management. After that, I successfully passed the CPHQ exam and started my training career for training different healthcare professionals in the science of quality and patient safety. After that, I also obtained my board certification in clinical pharmacy for pharmacotherapy, and then the certification in patient safety, CPPS. And recently I have finished my master in public health degree in Germany. I have been through different areas of expertise. So I basically worked in training. Before that, I worked as a pharmacist and as a researcher in one of the biggest research institutes in Egypt. And then I worked in quality consultation for consulting different healthcare professionals on how to improve their care delivery and how to minimize errors, how to look after the OVRs and this stuff. I also worked in one of the biggest companies in Germany in the field of data analysis with experience of handling reports and data from an international project. And finally, I'm working on a digital health project, a digital health product manager in one of the companies, and going into the future of this healthcare delivery service. So it's more related to telehealth, more related to using softwares and applications to facilitate and speed up the healthcare processes. So I hope I can reflect this experience in my courses and you get benefit of this, of what I have achieved till now. Our courses started in 2010, and so it's almost 10 years. Throughout these 10 years, we have managed to train over 500 healthcare professionals from different specialties. We were proud to have the first online course delivered in these fields, mainly delivered all over. So in COVID-19, now we have all the online courses taking place. When we started 10 years ago, it was rocket science. So I'm proud that we had this, we were pioneers in this field. We have 12 different courses. So it is CPHQ in 2 languages, in 2 forms. We have the patient safety, we have infection control, we have biostatistics, we have study designs. We have different courses. You are welcome to visit our website and check out the courses we have. Our customers were from more than 9 different countries. So Middle East, United States, India, Pakistan, New Zealand, Germany, and counting. Our passing rate is almost 80%. So that means from every 10 persons who decide to take the exam, we have about 8 persons who pass the exam. We have customer support and our customers report that they are satisfied from our service, which is something we are proud of. Concerning the exam, so CPHQ stands for Certified Professional in Healthcare Quality, and this is not a board certificate, so it is granted by Healthcare Quality Certification Commission, HQCC, which is a voluntary certification program, and it runs under the NAHQ, National Association of Healthcare Quality. And this certificate is basically issued from the United States of America, and it has been running, I don't remember exact date, but is before 2010, so maybe from 2002, something like this. And this certificate is highly recognized in the working field. So whenever people are working in healthcare facilities, they are now taking the accreditation, and accreditation requires that people with knowledge of quality management be running this accreditation program. So it is highly required, and many professionals seek this certification. Before taking the certificate, it is really important that you go and visit the website of the NAHQ and download the candidate handbook. You will find two versions, one for the international students, so anyone basically outside the United States, and the domestic or national candidate handbook, anyone taking the exam inside the United States. And we have a notice reported by the book stating that it is your responsibility to read and understand every content in this handbook before applying to the examination. So do not rely on anyone. You have to read this book. This book is like the contract between you and the NAHQ of how the exam will take place, what are the rules, what are the policies. So you have to be very well acknowledged by this book. So you have to read it and download it before studying the CPHQ. You will find also in this book the exam content outline. So this is what is the exam talking about, what kind of questions we are facing. So it is important to read it. Why CPHQ? So it is helpful for you to promote your excellence and professionalism. By taking this credential and putting these 4 letters after my name, it means that I am certified professional. I know about this science. I have this knowledge and this experience in that field. And it also gives assurance to the employer that you have these necessary skills and experience in healthcare quality. Who is eligible? So everyone is eligible. It doesn't mean that you have to be a doctor or a nurse or a pharmacist to take the exam. Anyone is eligible. Experience is not a mandate. Of course, if you have experience or previous knowledge, it will help you reading. It will help you understand and maybe apply, but it is not a requirement to take the exam. I can say that the main requirement to take this exam is your passion. So you have to be passionate about this topic. You have to have the motive. You have to have a goal, a concrete goal. Why I'm taking this CPHQ. Okay, so eligibility, there is no specific requirement based on the NAHQ handbook. What are the domains of the exam? We have 4 domains. So organizational leadership, health analytics, health data analytics, performance improvement, performance and process improvement, and finally the patient safety. You will find here performance improvement the biggest part of the exam. So it is basically 32%, 1/3 of the exam is performance improvement. The least part is the patient safety, and it's a nice part. And then you have like 2/4 is the leadership and the data analytics. As I have seen my exam and I have looked up different questions of the CPHQ, most of the time we find the health analytics and the leadership easy questions. So you can easily have these domains totally be sure that you will pass those domains. They are really more like direct questions. Performance improvement is a little bit tricky. So you will have all the tricky questions in this part. Okay, so it is really important not only to study, but also I recommend highly to read case studies, read white papers from the IHI. Okay, and I will mention this later in the study sources. The exam consists of 140 questions. All of them are MCQs. So we don't have any other type of questions. The 140 questions, you will have 125 scored and 15 question pretest, not scored. That means that I will have 140 questions to solve in 3 hours. Then my grade will come with only 125 questions scores. Okay, so why are there 15 other questions? They are pretest. They are like trial questions. They are testing those questions, how people understand them, how people answer them, and then they can be put in the future exams. You will also find that the exam questions have 3 main types. We call them recall questions. So it's a direct question. What's your name? My name is Inji. So this is a direct question, and 23% of the questions will be like this, recall questions. And you have the analysis question. These basically, the other 20% are most of the time in the form of tables, in the form of graphs, in which you can read the data. So we have here a trend of patient falls for the last year. What do you recommend? As a quality professional, what do you suggest we do here? Do we need an improvement, or shall we continue monitoring? Or maybe there is a certain concern of the data that you have to look after, or so on. So it's the analysis question. And finally, you have the application questions, which is the most. So the majority of the exam questions are application questions. And basically, you will have here a scenario. So the doctor is reporting that the nurse doesn't follow his order. What shall you do as a quality professional? Okay, so do we have to punish the nurse? You have to listen more from the doctor? You have to, I don't know, but you have to do something as a quality professional. So this is the kind of application questions that you can face in the exam. The fees in the exam depends on whether you are national or international candidate, and whether you are a member in the NAHQ or not. So if you are a member, you will have a discount for the exam. So as you can see here, these are the latest prices for the exam. I also recommend that before booking, you have to visit the website again of the NAHQ.org and see what are the latest prices listed there. Examination windows. So again, these are always being changed on the website. So you have to check again your when you are willing to take the exam. When I'm taking, so I'm planning to take the exam, say in March 2021. This means that I can book the exam from the 8th of November to the 12th of February. Okay, 13th February I will not be able to book my exam. So be careful with the application period and with the examination period. I also recommend that you book early, because if too many people are taking the places in the testing location, you will not be able to take the exam, and this means that you will have to wait for the other exam window. Of course, this is if you are an international candidate. In case you are a US candidate, it doesn't matter. The exam is there every day, and you can take the exam in any time. There is no window for examination or a window for application period. You just book and take your exam if inside the United States. The application process. So there are many steps. Basically, you will start with visiting the NAHQ.org, creating an account, then follow the process as being instructed. So again, you can find all this information on the website of the NAHQ. After you book, so basically you will first pay the fees, and then you will receive an email. For booking the exam, there is another institute called the GoAmp or the PSI. And this institute is what regulate the testing locations, the sites, the testing exam times, and so on. So this institute will directly contact you and ask you some questions. So what is your favorite location? What is your name, your full name? What is your email, and so on. And you will also state the testing dates. So I want to be tested in 1st of July, 2nd of August, whatsoever. Okay. Of course, these dates should be inside the given window. Okay. Otherwise, if you are a US candidate, it doesn't matter. You just state your examination date, and be careful with the public holidays. So if it is Christmas, if it is Halloween, of course there will not be available examinations at those dates. The passing grades according to the NAHQ candidate handbook, you will have here, you will notice that it's almost stable in the last 3-4 years. For international students, it has dropped. And there's a reason for this. Actually, we have some students who took the exam, and some of them, after taking it and passing the exam, were suspended from taking the certificate. And the reason was for sharing exam questions. So please do not share exam questions on social media, whether that was Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, I don't know, but exam questions being shared on social media is prohibited because exam questions have copyrights. And when you, of course, solve lots of exam questions, this means that you know everything. So why are you being examined? So it's unfair for other people. So please withdraw from any social media group that is sharing exam questions. And it is also very important that you read this attestation statement in the candidate handbook. So here you will find the code of ethics and the copyrights of the exams, and you should be aware of everything here. Okay, so no one will tell you, oh, you don't have to do this on Facebook. No, you should do this on your own. So it's your own responsibility to save the copyright of the exam questions. For the CPHQ, there is a recertification. This means that the certificate is only valid for 2 years. And after 2 years, you have to submit 30 credit hours and pay the recertification fees. Okay. The cycle starts from January following your exam completion date. So, for example, I took the exam in March 2019. Okay. My certification cycle starts in January 20. What does it mean? It means that from March to January, if you take any credit hours here, it will not be counted. Okay. So save your credit hours to your examination cycle. So it's from January 2020 until December 2021. So this is 1 year and this is the 2nd year. So it's 2 years after your examination date. Here the CEs will count. Okay, so you need 30 credit hours and you need, of course, to pay the fees. And there is a separate handbook for the recertification, what is required, what kind of credit hours count, and so on. And also in our Facebook group, we share some of the courses that could be helpful and most of them are free, like those published by the IHI or the CDC. And you can take these courses and collect your credit hours without any extra charges. Then we'll talk about the course. So this course is preparatory course. And we offer 2 types of courses. One is the live course, live streaming course. And to start this one, so you have, of course, to check our website, www.drng.com, and check whether there is a running or a new planned live course or not. If not, so if you have a group of 5, we can start an online course, an online live streaming course. And this course means that we meet every week, have an explanation, so 10 live sessions, and we have 6 other recorded sessions. We can solve questions, we can discuss all the topics and the concepts of the exam. And this is an important thing to illustrate. So whether recorded courses or live streaming courses, what we focus on in our preparatory course is the concept. So you have to deeply understand every single point of knowledge. What is meant by risk management? What is meant by FEMIA? What is a patient safety culture? What is high reliability organization? What is meant by peer review? How do you use the flow chart? How do you use the prioritization diagram metrics? So it's how you understand every single concept. This is how you can pass your exam. Okay, because exam questions are really not so hard. They are very interesting if you understand the concepts very well. Okay, and these concepts you will only understand if you read about it, understand the discussions, or share your experiences. Okay, so again, in our course, we stress on the concepts. For the recorded course, it's all recorded, so we don't have any online meetings. You will study on your pace. You will open the course on your mobile phone, laptop, iPad, whatsoever device you have, and you study at the time suitable for you. So after work, before work, on your weekends, on your weekdays, what you prefer. You can finish it in 1 month, you can finish it in 3 months at your pace. So this is the recorded course, and this is actually the bestseller we have in our website. So the CPHQ recorded course is one of the bestseller courses we have. So this is the organization of the course as well. 1 meeting per week in the live course and the recorded course at your pace. The courses include explanation, include practice question, includes mid and final exams. So here you can assess whether I'm ready to take this exam or not. You will need like 2 to 3 hours per day if you want to pass this exam. So for studying, you will have to access our learning management system on a daily basis, study, solve questions, and by the end of this course, you should be able to book directly your exam. In case you have any question, in case you have something you don't understand, in case you lost concentration, you lost passion, contact me. Okay, we can solve this together. We can find a solution. Okay, so anyone taking the course, please feel free to contact me anytime if you face any difficulties in taking or in studying this certificate. What is the study sources, or what are the study sources? So you will find a list of sources in the candidate handbook under preparation for the examination. Of course, Janet Brown handbook, one of the best sources you can study from. There is also Q Solutions. There is also the Journal for Healthcare Quality. And this one is also very nice for taking your CEs. And we have also the Healthcare Quality Solutions. We have different sources, but also equally important is to have access to such websites like the ARC, like the IHI, Institute for Healthcare Improvement, like the ISMP, like the CDC. There are lots of useful information that can broaden your background to the science of quality and safety. So our ground rules in this course. First, you have to ask whenever you find something difficult. Okay, if anything difficult or you don't understand something, you have to ask. And you also have to share your ideas. You have to share your experience, your knowledge. It's very useful, and this is why we have our Facebook group. People share what they face on a daily basis in their work, in studying. So share, participate. Second, please respect others. So opinions, ideas are to be respected between us. Third, be honest. So you are not allowed to share the course material, the exam questions with anyone outside or anyone unauthorized to do so. Okay, so these are our main ground rules. How to contact us? So we have 3 different channels. Basically, you can send us an email, info@dringy.com. You can also send us a message on Facebook through our official Facebook page, or you can also contact us through WhatsApp. Okay. I wish this was helpful and you get an insight on the exam, CPHQ exam, and this preparation course. If you have any questions, you're welcome to contact us or make comments on this video in YouTube. Thank you very much and good luck.